I know that you like spending time with me. So I thought, what better way to spend time with you than a blanket fort? What? That's not going to happen. No, you can't do it. No, you won't be doing that because I have Halo right here. So you won't be playing Halo. Nope. I got Madden too. So looks like you're stuck. I got your Modern Warfare as well. So just sit back and relax. Now, hold still while I draw you. You know, it took a lot of convincing to put this together. And, well, I finally decided, let's go ahead and do it. And you're still fighting me? Well, I'm sorry, but the reason why I'm looking is because you need a haircut. It's alright, relax. Just calm down and hold still. Yeah. Oh, you want to see what I'm doing? Well, I've already completed 2 pictures. They're just concepts. But, oh, just give me a minute. And I gotta get the side of your head just right. Oops, I made a mistake. Come on. You've never had someone drawing a caricature of you? You mean to tell me that you've never been to the state fair and seen 2, maybe 3, maybe 4 artists sitting there drawing people? You're missing out. You know what I really like? I like it when they can capture your face, but make your features exaggerated, but everybody still knows that it's you. Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. Now, normally, I wouldn't showcase my talent because, you know, no one likes to just put themselves out there, but I'm taking a chance on you, so don't disappoint me. I won't disappoint you with what I'm drawing. It's just a quick rough sketch. But it's just a fan. Even blanket forts need to be cooled down. You want to sit in here and sweat? I don't. Oh, when did I take your games? When you weren't looking. Come on, there'll be plenty of time to get on your Xbox. Plenty of time. Don't worry. Just let me finish this 3rd sketch. This rough sketch of your features. It's not like a camera. A camera only takes what it sees. I thought your pictures looked pretty good. You didn't like them? No, your cheeks are fine. They do not look puffy. No. Who told you that? Oh, so it's just your imagination now. Listen, the camera only takes what it sees. Now, for we artists, That's a little different. You just gotta get your nose just right. And of course there's your lips. Well, I'm not gonna exaggerate your features. These are just rough sketches. Oh yeah, I can put your brother in here. I'll do one of you, one of your brother, and one of your sister. She hates you. Why does she hate you? Because you beat her in a chess game. It's funny you should mention chess, because I have here chess. You know what? I know. Oh, these are real. These are good pieces. This is a king. Is it? Yeah, I think it's the king. King, bishop, a pawn, a knight. See? It's not a horsey, it's a knight. We'll just call it by the proper name. I tell you what, this right here is better for your mind than Call of Duty. And plus, this, well, I guess they're kind of like each other, because Call of Duty is a game about war. Chess is a game about war. At the end, you have to capture the king. And sometimes you have to sacrifice the pawn. This is a rook. And, okay. Now I'm confused. Which one's the king and which one's the queen? Well, I want to say this is the king because of the spike crown. But this could be the queen. I don't know. Let me see if it's written on the bottom. Nope. Off the bottom it doesn't say anything. I think this is the king and this is the queen. Because this one's bigger. Or is this the queen? I think this is the king. But, so, basically, there you have it. Oops, I dropped one. These are all the pieces that fits on one half of the board. I dropped the rook, or the castle. People have called this a castle. And some powerful piece. And I also have the black one. See? So the board. See? Now it's a little leather or rubber board. It'll work just the same. But we'll play chess in a minute. What else? Oh, I have this. This Gilbert. So it's by Scott Adams, and he is one of the funnier cartoonists out there. And I can't remember his name, but he did the Calvin and Hobbes. I loved Calvin and Hobbes growing up. Man, Calvin and Hobbes, it was just so funny. But it kind of reminded me of Troy and Abed. You ever watched Community? You've never seen Community? 6 seasons in a movie? Troy and Abed in the morning. You never heard that? What, have you been living under a rock? First of all, Community is the greatest television show to ever be put on television. That's number one. Number two, they had this big thing in season, season 3, about blanket forts. And they even had a blanket fort war. They had a pillow war. It was Troy versus Abed. And Abed was like the leader of everyone who wanted a pillow fort. And Troy was the leader of everyone who wanted a blanket fort. And so they literally had the whole school in a blanket fort. Well, probably not for real, but in the show, it was like that. And the blanket people and the pillow people faced off. And there's this dude named Starburns. And Starburns is awesome. And he started the war. He refused to settle down. And he threw his pillow. And his pillow went flying and it hit somebody. And then when that happened, everybody just attacked each other with their pillows. It was hilarious. And I even liked the ending. But it's a good show. You should check it out. You can get the DVD from Best Buy and probably Walmart, I'd imagine. It's a really funny movie, funny show. But explain the 6 seasons in a movie thing. Well, in some of the earlier episodes of the show, the character Abed, which is played by Danny Pudi, Abed was pretending he really liked this show called The Cape. Unfortunately, The Cape only lasted 1 season, but Abed really liked that show, and so he dressed up as The Cape, and he's running through Greendale, the community college, dressed in this cape. And he walks up, he sneaks up behind Jeff, and he takes his cape and he throws it, and it lands on Jeff's food, and he pulls his food off, and he stopped and he looked at it, he looked at Jeff, and then he took off running. And Jeff didn't make any attempts at chasing him, but he just yelled out, "This show is gonna last 3 weeks." And Abed yells back, "6 seasons in a movie!" And then he takes off running. That show is so funny. It's funny, you can laugh. We're gonna sit down and I'm gonna show you Community. You're gonna love it. We'll start with season 1, episode 1, and we'll work our way through the Gaslight Year. Okay, but after that, on Twitter, fans of the show were hashtagging 6 seasons in a movie. And I think as a fan, we've come to expect that. We really want to see 6 seasons of Community and a movie. And you know what? If they make it to season 6, I'll be happy. If they make a movie, I'll be even happier. But this show is great. I fell in love. I both fell in love with and hated all of the characters throughout the seasons, because Britta got kind of dumb. Troy has always been dumb, but his character began to be defined by um, Danny Pudi's character Abed, and then Annie got annoying. The character got annoying, but I eventually began to like her again. She's very smart, and Shirley got annoying at one point, but then I started to fall in love with her all over again, and I really like Yvette Nicole Brown. She was really pretty. And there's Jeff Winger. He's really of the Screendale Seven. He's probably the main character, but he kind of brought everybody together because he was trying to hook up with one girl, and which is Britta. And then there's Pierce Hawthorne. Now Chevy Chase stayed on the show for like 3, maybe 4 seasons, which is unheard of in his career because he was famous for Saturday Night Live, but he was only on Saturday Night Live for 1 year. And so it's amazing that he stayed on Community for so long, but he finally left. And his character is awesome. I love this character because even though he was wacky, he was zany, and he said seemingly the wrong things at the wrong time. Through all of that, his character still had some awesome words of wisdom. Like, for instance, there was one episode where he had this thing called earnoculars, and he was going around listening to everybody's conversation from a distance, and he thought everybody was talking about him, but everybody wasn't. And towards the end of the show, he was sitting there with Jeff, and Jeff was like, "Pierce, quick, let me borrow your earnoculars." And he was like, "I got rid of them." Then he patted the seat for Jeff to sit down, and he said something to the effect, don't quote me on this, but he was like, "You know, Jeff, we were only created to hear by, whatever entity you believe in, to hear what's in this range." And then he said, "Because you know who's speaking to us in this range, right? The people who love us." And when he said that, I was like, oh my goodness, that is so deep. Those are such wise words. And that was the nature of Pierce Hawthorne. He would be crazy, zany, just out of control. But at the end of the day, he imparted some gold, some real wise, some gems of wisdom. And so that's why I really like Pierce Hawthorne. What happens to anybody? Oh, there's the Dean Pelton. He's crazy too, but a point came where they were always dressing them in dresses, and I got to the place and I was like, what's the deal? Why are they always putting this dude in a dress? But you know what? He is such an incredible actor. He's played by Jim Rash, an Oscar winner, for a movie he did called The Way Back. But Jim Rash is a very talented actor. I saw him in a episode of Friends, and for someone who was just there for that particular show, he killed it. I mean, he owned the camera, and he wasn't even the main star of the show. But it was pretty good. Jim Rash, he's an incredible actor, and I really like his work. I would like to see more from him. Well, I'm almost done with the work. You want to see it? It's just a rough sketch, but don't be offended. Okay. Now, I did these in the time it took you to get here. So, alright. Here it goes. This is the first one. You like it? Okay. Now, this is just a rough sketch, my ideas, but, and this is the other one. How's that? Is that okay? I had some trouble over here, but like I said, it's just a rough sketch. And here is what I was just working on. See? I even added your brothers and your sister. So, yeah. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. But I don't show a whole lot of people my work because, kind of, it's just that way sometimes. You don't know how how folks are gonna respond to your work, and I just want to be good, and I want it to be accepted. But I heard the comedian Dave Chappelle talking about bombing doing his comedy, and he said one of the most beautiful things that could ever happen to a comedian is they go out and do a show and they bomb. So I guess making mistakes makes you better. But if you push through it, you still get people. I guess it forces you to work on yourself. Like I heard Jerry Seinfeld, if you ask him about being a comedian, and if you ask him about what do you think about you being a comedian, if you can do it, what he'll tell you is it's the hardest thing you've ever done in your life. Get out now while you got the chance. And I heard that he says that because the people who are really going to make it will make it in spite of that. And that bit of knowledge had me thinking about American Idol, because Simon Cowell was seemingly really mean to those people. Not just Simon Cowell, but the other people who've done it over the years. But apparently, the people who make it in spite of that, that shows strength of character. Like I saw a video of singer Lauryn Hill performing. I think she was like 13 years old, and she was at the Apollo, and she was singing, and she got booed off the stage. Lauryn Hill. But you know what? That didn't stop her. That did not stop her. And, well, I don't need to tell you the rest of the story. You know the rest of the story. Lauryn Hill is huge. But, Oh. Okay, well, no. I respect that. You gotta go to bed. You gotta go to work in the morning. You're welcome to sleep here in the blanket fort. No? Okay. Your bed is more comfortable, that's fine. No, I know all about your back condition. I'm gonna sleep in the blanket fort. It reminds me of being a kid when my mom would build blanket forts with me and let me sleep in them instead of crawling in my bed. It was fun. Absolutely. Oh, so you admit that this was fun. You had a really good time? Okay. Well, just for that, I'm going to give you your games back. Okay, well, yeah, I did kind of burn up the time you had to play your Xbox on. Well, don't hold it against me. Next time we hang out together, we'll do something more enjoyable. All right. Well, you have a good night.